Welcome to another deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're plunging into a world that, well, despite being created over 70 years ago, feels really quite familiar. It's George Orwell's seminal novel, 1984.
Truly foundational text.
Yeah, absolutely. And this deep dive, it's built from a comprehensive book review, really digging into the core insights from this powerful work. Our mission to, properly unpack 1984, see it as this profound warning about, well, the insidious creep of totalitarianism, the manipulation of truth, and the systematic crushing of individuality.
And why it still hits so hard today.
Exactly. We want to explore why this 1949 novel doesn't just resonate, but actually seems to gain alarming relevance in our modern world. So let's get into it.
Okay.
So Orwell published 1984 back in 1949, and his vision was, frankly, harrowing. A future where totalitarianism is supreme, truth is completely malleable.
Yeah, whatever the party says it is.
Right. And individual identity is just meticulously wiped out. It's a disquieting picture, to say the least.
And the setting is key, isn't it? Oceania. It's one of 3 global superstates, and they're locked in this perpetual shifting war.
Perpetual war.
What Orwell understood, I think, is that fear is totalitarianism's lifeblood. If you constantly manufacture an external enemy, the party keeps its citizens dependent, compliant.
It's a chilling blueprint for control, really.
Yeah, transcends any specific conflict.
And running the show is the party, led by this omnipresent but never actually seen figurehead, Big Brother.
Always watching.
Always watching. Everyone's under constant surveillance through these things called telescreens. They watch and listen. But Orwell takes the surveillance even further, doesn't he? It's not just about what you do.
No, it's what you think. That's the terrifying leap.
Exactly.
The concept of thought crime. Any independent thought, any private dissent is punishable by torture or, even death. Orwell pushes beyond just external actions.
Right into the mind.
Yeah, into the mind itself. Thought crime isn't just about catching rebels after the fact. It's about crushing the very capacity for independent thought before it even starts. It's a much more insidious form of control.
So at the center of this grim reality, we have Winston Smith.
Our protagonist.
Yeah, a pretty low-ranking party member. His job at the wonderfully named Ministry of Truth involves rewriting historical records.
Making the past fit the present.
Precisely. Aligning everything with whatever the party's current propaganda needs it to be. It's a job literally designed to erase objective reality.
Yet somehow, Winston still harbors these secret rebellious thoughts, a dangerous little flicker of individuality in that environment. And he starts this forbidden love affair with Julia, who's also a rebel in her own way.
Right.
And together, their connection becomes this sort of desperate, very dangerous quest for truth, for freedom, for just some genuine human connection in a world engineered to deny all of it.
But their rebellion, it's tragically short-lived.
Unfortunately, yes, they get captured by the party. And they're subjected to this absolutely brutal psychological reprogramming at the Ministry of Love.
Another great name.
Right. It's just a descent into total dehumanization.
And this whole terrible journey culminates in Room 101.
Room 101, the most terrifying place imaginable. It's where Winston is confronted with his absolute worst nightmare rats, in his case, until he finally betrays Julia.
Utterly breaks him.
His spirit is just shattered, his identity annihilated. Winston's defeat isn't just, a personal tragedy. It's a chilling demonstration of what happens when individuality is completely erased by the system.
Indeed. And Winston's arc finishes with him broken, totally brainwashed, and in the end, genuinely loving Big Brother. It's complete capitulation. Terrifying.
Which brings us right to the core mechanisms of this state, doesn't it?
Yeah.
1984 is just such a profound depiction of a regime that wants to control not only what you do, but the actual architecture of your thoughts.
It shows how authoritarian governments weaponize truth, how they fabricate history.
Crush dissent.
All to maintain indefinite power.
It's masterful in a horrifying way.
And it gave us that phrase we all know. Big Brother is watching you.
Ubiquitous now.
Orwell's vision of this omnipresent surveillance where privacy is just gone, it serves as this powerful, enduring metaphor for how governments and, well, increasingly corporations too,
Oh, absolutely.
can observe and influence our behavior.
And what's really striking is how that's evolved, isn't it? From a kind of futuristic warning to something that feels much more like a tangible reality in our digital age.
With all the cameras, facial recognition, data collection.
Yeah, the constant monitoring idea has only become more concrete, more real.
But Orwell wasn't just warning us about what they see. He was just as concerned with how we think, wasn't he?
Definitely.
And that brings us to Newspeak, his invention of this language meticulously designed to limit thought itself.
Yes. The party's aim is to eliminate rebellion at the root, make subversive thoughts literally impossible to even articulate.
How do you rebel if you don't have the words for it?
Exactly. If you control the language, you control the capacity for critical thinking, for formulating dissenting ideas. It's an incredibly insidious form of intellectual censorship. Language becomes a cage for the mind.
And one of the novel's most profound and frankly disturbing insights is this exploration of the absolute manipulation of truth. Orwell introduced doublethink.
Ah, doublethink. The ability to hold two contradictory beliefs in your mind simultaneously and accept both of them.
It's mind-bending, and the party's slogan just lays it bare. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Chilling.
In Oceania, reality isn't objective anymore. It's just whatever the party says it is at any given moment.
No independent truth allowed.
None. Which, again, feels unsettlingly relevant in our own sort of complex information landscape today.
At its heart, Winston's rebellion is this desperate fight to hold on to his individual identity, isn't it?
Completely. And his love for Julia isn't just physical attraction. It symbolizes freedom, genuine emotion, selfhood.
All the things the party wants to stamp out.
Exactly. In a world determined to eradicate them.
But in the end, the system just proves too strong. Overwhelmingly strong.
Tragically, yes. Winston is transformed into just another mindless follower. His unique self is completely consumed by the collective will.
Winston's defeat raises a really chilling question then. If an individual's will can be so utterly broken like that, what does that say about the possibility of resistance against a power that controls language, history, even thought itself?
It suggests a system designed to be stronger than any single person's will.
Yeah. It's a bleak outlook.
It is, and Orwell's prose reflects that. It's incredibly clear, very direct, and just emotionally devastating. He achieves his power through this raw precision, not through, flowery language, the bleak tone, the sort of minimalistic style.
And that dense psychological introspection.
Yes, it makes you feel trapped in the same crushing despair as Winston. You're right there with him.
It's also really vital to think about the historical context here.
Oh, absolutely. 1949.
Orwell wrote 1984 right after World War II, just as the Cold War was starting. It was heavily influenced by the rise of fascism, by Stalinism.
And his own experiences with propaganda, particularly in the Spanish Civil War.
Right. It was a stark, urgent warning against these emerging authoritarian regimes and the profound loss of individual rights you see under collectivist ideologies.
And today, its modern resonance is just undeniable, isn't it?
Oh, it really is.
It comes up constantly in discussions about digital privacy, government overreach, the spread of misinformation, fake news.
The rise of authoritarian politics globally.
Even concerns around surveillance capitalism. It fits so many contemporary anxieties.
The book is also just incredibly rich with symbolism, powerful symbolism.
Definitely. Big Brother himself, the ultimate icon of omnipresent surveillance, the cult of personality.
And the telescreens. Perfect symbols of the absolute inescapability of the regime's gaze. You can't get away from it.
No. And Room 101, that place where you confront your ultimate nightmare, it represents psychological control at its absolute peak, breaking the individual spirit.
Then there's the paperweight, that beautiful fragile glass thing.
Yeah, symbolizing Winston's sort of shattered hope for truth, beauty, a connection to the past.
And the rats, of course. His ultimate fear weaponized to finally break him.
It's incredibly potent symbolism throughout.
Beyond just the prescient warnings, I think 1984's enduring power lies in that deep psychological excavation. It's not just about external control.
No, it's the internal erosion.
Right, the terrifying erosion of the internal self. It shows how absolute power ultimately aims to conquer the very landscape of individual thought.
And it gave us these incredibly inventive concepts, doublethink, newspeak, thoughtcrime, that have literally entered the real-world lexicon.
Right.
That's a huge testament to Orwell's genius.
Absolutely.
Of course, no book is perfect. There are critical perspectives. Some find the bleakness just relentless, almost emotionally draining.
Understandable.
And maybe the character development beyond Winston can feel a bit minimal at times.
Focused on him primarily.
Yeah. And for some readers, that middle section with Goldstein's book within the book can feel a bit slower, maybe a touch didactic.
A fair point, perhaps. But regardless of those critiques, 1984 isn't just literature anymore, is it? It's become this cultural lens.
It really has.
Uh,
A lens through which we analyze power, privacy, truth, especially now in the digital age.
With all the growing concerns about mass surveillance, media manipulation, even things like the implications of advanced AI, Orwell's warnings just seem more pertinent than ever.
Phrases like Big Brother is watching you or thought crime, they're just embedded in the global conversation now.
Yeah.
And it's crucial to remember, I think, that Orwell didn't necessarily intend it as a prophecy, like a prediction of exactly what would happen.
More of a warning.
Exactly, a stark, urgent warning. The fact that so much of it feels familiar today.
Well, that's a powerful testament both to his brilliance and maybe a sign of our world's precarious direction. So wrapping up, George Orwell's 1984, it really stands as this terrifyingly accurate exploration of authoritarianism, propaganda, and just how fragile truth can be. It forces us, I think, to question how much power we allow systems to gather and how easily truth can be distorted, sometimes right before our eyes.
And maybe the key takeaway is that freedom isn't just about what you can say.
Right.
It's fundamentally about the very act of thought itself, protecting that inner space.
A powerful final thought. If you found this deep dive thought-provoking, do make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the ideas that continue to shape our world.